Prince William to honor Prince Philip's mother who was exiled in royal family saga. Prince William will pay respect to his great-grandmother Princess Alice when he visits her grave during his trip to the Middle East. The Duke of Cambridge will travel to Jordan and Israel as part of the tour, which will feature walks in the footsteps of his curious royal relatives. Princess Alice of Battenberg is the mother of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. In 1930, aged 45, she was locked up in a sanatorium in Switzerland, where she was diagnosed as schizophrenic. She underwent a religious crisis and started an order of nuns against the wishes of her mother. Queen Victoria, it emerged, even wrote to her second daughter asking, "What can you say of a nun who smokes and plays canasta?" After King Constantine II of Greece was toppled and military rule was imposed in 1967, the Duke of Edinburgh brought Princess Alice to Buckingham Palace, and she died 2 years later. But before her death, the princess requested for her body to be buried at the Church of St. Mary Magdalene in Gethsemane, East Jerusalem, so she could be close to her Aunt Ella, the Grand Duchess Elizabeth Fyodorovna, who was brutally murdered after the Russian Revolution. When her family said her preferred burial place was too far, she replied, "Nonsense. There's a good bus service. Her body was placed in the royal vault at St. George's Chapel in Windsor and only moved to Jerusalem in 1988. In a second attempt, he wrote to Prince Philip and was met with an apologetic reply. Prince Philip was unable to attend the reburial due to conflict between Israel and Palestine during the occupation of the West Bank. But his grandson Prince William will visit the grave next week during his Middle East tour. Prior to visiting his royal relative's tomb, the Duke of Cambridge will be meeting Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for diplomatic talks in the country's capital. Just last week, Mr. Netanyahu's wife, Sarah, was indicted for fraud after she allegedly paid for lavish family meals using public money. Prince William is set to arrive in Amman, the capital of Jordan, on 24 June, at the first stop of his Middle Eastern trip. He will be meeting Jordan's Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II, who is expected to greet the Duke at the Marca airport. William will then be traveling to Jerash City in Jordan the next day before he sets off for Israel and then Palestine on the 26th and 27 June. A Kensington Palace statement said, "The non-political nature of His Royal Highness's role, in common with all royal visits overseas, allows a spotlight to be brought to bear on the people of the region, their cultures, their young people, their aspirations, and their experiences." The Duke's goal will be to meet as many people from as many walks of life as possible and to use the spotlight that his visit will bring